Coming up on this week's programme, Paul Sharner reveals he is close to a comeback. The reserves take on Manchester City. But first, manager Paul Jewell reflects on a great week for Wigan Athletic.
4 points out of the 2 games was a good return for us, and in the circumstances at Watford, down to 10 men, very difficult place to go, and we didn't really want to lose to one of the teams who were below us. Would have heaped a lot more pressure on us. So we're pleased with the week's work, but you know, as I said, there's 10 games to go and a lot of points to play for, so we're not out the woods by any stretch of the imagination.
Paul, you'd said that the side had turned the corner after Arsenal. I think we've seen that in this last couple of games, haven't we?
Well, I think we turned the corner to a certain extent against Reading. First half hour, first 35 minutes, where I felt we were outstanding, and we conceded a goal, just a bad goal just on half time, and one just afterwards. Then we lost Heskey and McCulloch, which damaged us a lot. But in the next game against Portsmouth, we came with a vital victory, played well, played ever so well at Arsenal, although things conspired against us. But you know, battle and performance at Watford, which you have to do with 10 men, unjustly with 10 men. And yesterday, a big win against a team that has aspirations, or should have aspirations, of getting into the top 4 or 5 in the league. And
not bad, bear in mind that they labelled Wigan a little club, was it?
Yeah, I was a bit disappointed in some of the comments I read this morning that, bear in mind, not officials of a football club, but you know, people who write their newspaper, it was very condescending. I don't think we're supposed to beat a big club like Newcastle. I think that's what it is.
Paul, you've got a damn good record against them, though, and that's what you judge by, yeah?
Well, you know, at home, we've beaten them 3 times, yeah. Twice in the league and once in the cup. We've lost at St James's Park twice, unfortunately. So, yeah, you know, we've played them 5 times, we beat them 3 times, they beat us 2. In my book, that makes us certainly on a par with them. I mean, we're not certainly a little small town club the way they might be portrayed in one of their newspapers this morning.
Now, what's the news on Emile Heskey? Because he limped off against Newcastle, didn't he?
Yeah, he got a bit of an adductor problem that keeps flaring up from time to time. I just spoken to him there, but hopefully he'll be okay for the weekend. Because we've had some horrendous injuries to key players, and you know, we still have out Chris Kirkland, Ariane Dezu. Only Kamar's not quite 100% fit yet. St Paul Sharner, you know, they'd all be certainly, if they're not in the starting 11, very close to it. So we've done well, not to keep on harping moaning about it. And in the last 4 or 5 games we've picked up.
You've never bleated once about the injuries, have you, throughout the season?
Well, it's something that's part and parcel of football. You know, last year we hardly had any, but this year we've had more than our fair share. But that's the way it goes. I think going to talk about Newcastle, they've had horrendous injury problems, you know, and Michael Owen, Emery, Parker's being out, Dyer's being out, you know, so they've had some real, you know, Givens being out, they've had some horrendous injuries as well. So it happens to all clubs. But obviously when you've got a bigger squad, you can cope with that more easy than maybe as we can.
Just turning back to yourself, you seem to have relished this challenge over this last 3-4 weeks, you know, really. I know we've had the issue with referee Dowd and we won't go down that road again, but you really seem up for it. And
well, I'm always up for it. I think it's been a tough season, there's no doubt about that. But it's, you know, sometimes through adversity you learn about yourself and other people, and I've never had the feeling that the players had thrown a towel in. You know, I had that at Sheffield Wednesday, and no matter what I seemed to do, I couldn't inspire them or motivate them. I've never had that feeling here. Training, matches, around the ground, it's been really heartwarming for the staff to see that the players are trying their best, and we're always together. So, you know, last season was a fairy tale. There was no pressure on us if we'd have gone down last year, because people expected us to. We did far better than that. But this season, some people still have unrealistic expectations. This club is in its infancy in the Premiership, and if it's going to establish itself, it's got to improve in a lot of areas, and that's what I'll be trying to do.
You said all along, though, that this squad is better than last season. I think we're seeing that now, aren't we?
Well, I've said that, but I mean, the table wouldn't bear that out, Neil, I have to be honest. But I still think we've got better players as a whole than we did last year. Last year we won a lot of games 1-0. A lot of games, fortunately, if I'm being perfectly honest, you know, but over the season I always think that evens itself out. This year we haven't had, I don't like to blame luck, but we haven't had a lot of luck this year. And I think in the last 3 games, going on to the Arsenal game, referee decision, the decision to send Fitz-all off. I see the same referee West Ham and Charlton on Saturday, and I see at least 3 two-footed or so-called two-footed tackles. But one of them was only given a yellow card. And even yesterday, the penalty that Newcastle got, if that's a penalty, well, the penalty at the tackle by Flamini on Heskey at Arsenal's assault. So we haven't had the rub of the green, and we got 6 players booked yesterday. It cost the club £25,000, which is an absolute joke. So, you know, things have conspired against us, but in a strange sort of way, I think that's brought us even closer together.
Paul, but you don't have an indisciplined team, do you?
No.
Let's face it.
No, I'd be interested to see what the discipline is. You know, we've been near the top end of that mark. I think we've only had 1 sent off, fits all, and even that to me wasn't a sending off. Listen, I'm the first person to have a go to players if we lose our discipline, because we can't afford to do that. You don't see, you've never seen Wigan do that. You know, I see what's the cup final last night when I go home. You know, great game, and all people want to talk about is the trouble at the end of it.
Now, 2 guys I'd like to single out, John Filan and Ryan Taylor. Outstanding at weekend and really, really impressive all round.
Yeah, I think it's important when people come in who haven't been in the team. You can rely on people that you call in, and I can certainly rely on John, who's been around the block, knows experienced goalkeeper, top keeper, been one of the best signs I've ever made for this club. And Ryan Taylor, obviously with his injury, being out for a year, it's been unfortunate and frustrating for him. So I was delighted to see him, you know, score a goal and get us the 3 points, because, you know, he's a lovely lad. He's worked ever so hard to get back in to full fitness, and it just shows your hard work's paid off. But, you know, we have to put the Newcastle game behind us now. We've got to look forward to Manchester City.
Competition time now, and you a chance to win 4 blue chip tickets for the forthcoming home game against Fulham on Saturday, March 17th. To enter, all you have to do is answer the following question. In which year were Wigan promoted to the Football League? Was it A, 1978, B, 1988, or C, 1998? To enter, text the word Latics, followed by your choice of answer A, B or C to 88821. Each entry costs just £1 plus your usual network charge, and all entries must be received before midnight on Sunday. As a taster to Saturday's Premiership clash, Wigan's reserves took on Manchester City at Robin Park. Chris Price provides the commentary.
Real jump start there from Ched Evans, who tried to get in the Wigan faces early on, and Aguilar gives away a free kick. And there may be a chance here for David Cottrell making strides down that right. Great defending though. Really wonderful defending by Sam Williamson. And Delaria struggling there. There might be a chance early on. Well, that could have been a disaster for City. Johansson it was that stepped in between Delaria and Hart after a miscommunication between the two. Delaria really should have dealt with it. That ball is ploughed forward looking for Aguilar. Delaria with defensive duties, and Hart is in a bit of trouble here. Well, that was nearly another disaster between Delaria and Hart. And there might still be a bit of bother here as Hart has got to pick up in his own goal area. And Williamson forward for Sturridge. That's nicely played, and Sturridge looks to release his striking partners. Could be a chance here for Sturridge to get a repass. The shot comes in. Really good save by Nash. The shot was from Jamal Abdoun, and he really caught hold of that. Ball forward looking for Aguilar, who hasn't had much to work with so far. Now he has. There's a chance here for Wigan. Best chance of the game, as far as they're concerned, has been blasted over. It was Hastad running from midfield. And it's going to be Unsworth that will look for the long ball forward. Aguilar, no flag. Didn't quite bounce for him. Aguilar still looking to get the shots away. Chance here for Johansson. Great defending Delaria. It comes to Cottrell. Looking for the easy chip. And Hart managed to get a hand to it to see it out for the corner. Well, I said as the game went on, David Cottrell was getting more and more involved. And again, another really good chance for Wigan. But Sifka has managed to retain it, but he's given it away. This is Peter Moore now looking to get forward. Might be a few chances here for Wigan. There's a pass to be had. Aguilar could be in here. Julius Aguilar, after a penalty, he's given it, I think. Or has he? No, he hasn't actually. It's going to be a goal kick to City. Well, for a moment there, I thought he was giving a penalty. The linesman pointed for the corner. The referee initially looked as though he was pointing to the spot, and in actual fact he's pointing for the goal kick. Unsworth. Long raking pass looking for Cottrell inside. There might be a chance here for Moore. Hart was out very quickly. There's a free kick there to City for the challenge by Moore on Hart. Peter Moore with the throw. The flick on to Agahauer. Can he produce a bit of brilliance? On for Owens. Can he produce a shot on goal? David Owens has put it over the bar. Well, just as it looks as though it may have been opening up for him, he has failed to keep his shot down and has seen it sail well over Joe Hart's goal. Sturridge. That's not a bad ball at all, and Obeng's on his bike. He's got two City players, including Sturridge, in the penalty box. Cuts it back. This is Grimes. Can he win it for City? He has done. In injury time, Ashley Grimes has produced a beautiful right-footed shot. And tragically for Wigan, it looks as though City are going to come out on top in this one.
Mark, a number of first teamers out there tonight, but not a good result for Wigan.
No, it was a poor result. It was obviously the conditions weren't so great, but it's disappointing to concede in the last minute. Yeah, it's a bad result for us tonight. The idea is to give players who haven't had a game in the last couple of weeks a run out for 90 minutes, and we had a lot of pros out there, you know, Agahauer and Andreas Johansson, who need the games, and it's good that they can play in the reserves and get the 90 minutes under the belt.
Paul, very much a fan favourite with the fans. We haven't seen much of you this season, though, due to injury, unfortunately. Any date of a comeback?
Yes, I can still say I've worked really hard. I'm 100% fit now. I worked really hard for the cup. We say it in Austria for the Arbeitgeber, for the workgiver, and I can say I'm full fit. Yeah.
Back in light training, ready to step that up now, are we?
Yes, I think it's now the decision from the gaffer, from Paul, when he wants me back. But I could be ready for Saturday.
Are you a poor watcher?
It's not my favorite to watch from the crowd, and I like to stay on the pitch and help the team, and yeah, I'm looking forward. It's very close now, and yeah.
Are you surprised to see the club at the wrong end of the table this time, Paul, or do you think that it is a keener Premiership?
Yes, I think I said before the season, the second year is always the difficult, and now we know what we expected, no? And I think it's not too late, and the last games not that bad, and we made some points, and I think I'm looking forward. We had some good signings in the summer and also in the winter. But in the winter, it was the signings are looking for the to save the league, and I think we are stronger than the last years.
At the start of the season, manager Paul Jewell said that he was going to run with you as a midfielder as opposed to a centre half. What was your reaction to that?
Yeah, I was very pleased about the decision from the gaffer. We have spoken last season about the best position for me, and we agreed both that midfield could be the best position.
Why is that? Because of your controlled aggression and your all-round good engine?
Yes, I can put some power in the offense, and put the team with me, and I think that is what the gaffer like.
Would you think that you are playing in the best league in the world here in the Premiership? I know you seem very happy here at Wigan.
It's a little bit different to other leagues. It's really there's no aggressivity in the crowd, and no fighting, and if you look to Italy or anywhere, I think they have more problems with the fans. It's unbelievable in England. They watch the game, they fight during the game with the supporters, with the away supporters, but after the game there's no problem.
There is a good spirit, isn't there, throughout, definitely. I know exactly what you mean. Is Premiership football everything that you expected it to be?
Yes, I think it's one of the top league. I think my opinion is it's the top league in Europe, and it's unbelievable to play in this league.
You clearly like to put on a show for the fans here at Wigan and also on the Premiership stage.
Yeah, I think I work with it. I work with my brain and with my mentally strength. And I think the people, the fans, they need something, happiness, and
yes.
I think to catch something. And I think football is a little bit show business, like a show business, and we have to present us as like an actor sometimes. Yeah.
So we can class you as an entertainer then?
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
Not every time, but I have to concentrate on the football, and I think when we hold the league this year, then we can put in the future as Wigan club a lot of happiness in the league the next years.
And you've no regrets whatsoever about joining Wigan, and it was always an ambition to come and play Premiership football here in England.
It was a perfect decision to move first to the Premiership, to a club like Wigan, and I'm really enjoying it.
Was it always an ambition to come here and play in England?
Yes, absolutely. It was always a target, also a dream to play in the Premiership. But maybe in the future, might be a bigger club.
Now on your website there are some very interesting pictures of you and your family bungee jumping.
Yeah.
Whereabouts was that? Whereabouts did that take place?
It was before I moved to England, half a year before, and I had really problem when I stay high on a bridge and look down, and I was really scared, and I set up the target when I do the bungee jump. Then once in the future I can play in England, and it was like a trick for my head. Yeah.
A respected member of the Wigan Athletic coaching setup is Bill Collier, who heads the club's football in the community programme.
It's not just about football; it's about health. And some of the children we see just don't actually run anywhere. They just go home and they're sat in front of the PlayStations. So when we go along, it's a new face. It's not the teacher; it's a new face, and they see us. They'll listen to us, and it's that bit of exercise what will help them.
Youngsters from Standish St Wilfrid's are just one of many local schools benefiting from this thriving community coaching scheme.
Good lad. Come on, Blues, let's make a move in the box now. Right, go! Come on, we're off.
Hayley, the kids seem to certainly be enjoying themselves today here at Standish St Wilfrid's, developing skills and mastering various football techniques.
I mean, definitely, yeah, they seem to enjoy it. They're not too hard for the children, obviously we cater for all abilities, but Year 4 class today did really well with what they did.
And it's just part of a busy day for you, because throughout the week you're in and around the Wigan area, helping kids, helping develop skills and so on.
Definitely, this morning just been around the corner at St Mary's all over, morning, afternoon and after schools.
A key role within the community, isn't it? And an important task in helping them develop the skills.
I mean, it definitely is, yeah. I mean, there's options for them and work experience to come down, help us. There's loads of different paths they can go on.
Now, Jonathan, you've been put through your skills today by Wigan Athletic. Every week, this at Standish St Wilfrid's. Do you enjoy it?
Yeah.
How good is it for you? Is it making you a better footballer?
Well, yeah, because we've done training and everything. This is our first week, we're doing it for 6 weeks.
You'll be doing it for 6 weeks?
Yeah.
So at the end of the 6 weeks, you should be a really, really skillful footballer, shouldn't you?
Yeah.
And what about the chances of playing for Wigan one day?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? But you'll give it a good try?
Yeah.
Very good.
Girls' football is on big uprising, definitely. And there's some real good girls out there. And how long it will be before somebody actually plays pro, I don't think it'll be that long. I think somebody will gamble on there.
And what is good to see is so many young girls playing as well.
Definitely, I'm taking that path up soon. I'd love to carry on that path with the girls' development centres, get some evening work going, maybe some leagues, which I'm looking forward to doing. Maybe a few after schools with the girls as well.
Well done, keep going, well done!
I've been here since '94. We've been through some rough times with it. I think now we're on a high, and we want to go further with it. And we're now looking to become a charity, which will open more doors for us, which will enhance the scheme as a whole. I mean, I've lived in Wigan for 30 years. My wife's a Wiganer, obviously my children are. And just to see football growing in this area is brilliant. It's everything I'd have dreamed of. Because, I mean, I just absolutely love football.
The parents are really supportive with all the work we do. I mean, the Saturday clubs we run at the weekend, the parents are always down. They're lovely with us, they're lovely with the children. It's just a nice environment to work in. I love working in the environment.
You enjoy your role as well?
Yeah, it's brilliant. Very rewarding.
It will definitely continue to thrive and expand, and hopefully we can get the players more involved. I'm in negotiations with the club captain at the moment to get players coming down on a regular basis on Thursday afternoons to get more involved with the schools.
Do you like Wigan Athletic?
No, I support Everton.
You support Everton. This week's featured youth team player is defender Lewis Field.
My name's Lewis Field. I haven't really got a nickname, everyone just calls me Louis. I'm from Ormskirk and I'm a defender. My best playing quality is tackling. As a defender, it's an important quality to have. My best personal quality is I'm friendly. That's important to have in a team environment. As a footballer, I'm athletic, powerful and strong. The toughest thing about being an apprentice is after we've lost the game, we have to take the bins out and it makes it a longer afternoon. My footballing icon is probably Cannavaro, as he had a great World Cup and he's a good idol to have. Amongst the first team, it's probably Ryan Taylor at the moment, as he was the first player I ever played with. He's had a lot of injuries, but he's came back now and he's a good player. Eichley, Mark Seagraves and Hutch, the assistant manager and the coaches, they need to be done properly as they're members of the coaching staff. The best piece of football advice I've ever been given is to stay away from things unhealthy and keep fit. At the moment, my favourite food is spaghetti bolognese, as I enjoy it and it's a bit messy though. My favourite TV programme's probably Soccer AM, as it's about football and it's funny as well. If I was a film star, I'd like to be Orlando Bloom, as he's a good actor and I like his films. If I was a pop star, I'd like to be P. Diddy, because he's minted. My dream date would be Jennifer Ellison, because she's fit. I've got a lot of worst habits, but it's probably timekeeping. I'm doing my best to make that better though.
Are you surprised to see City up and down, or not really?
Yeah, I am. You know, a club of that size and that stature, you know, I would think they'd be looking really to finish in the top. They'd be looking for the top 8 position, I would have thought. You know, they had a dodgy spell after we beat them here around about that time. Then, in fairness to them, they picked up and had a really good spell, and they've hit a bit of a flat spot at the moment. But I think with not playing the league for a while can at times make it look a bit false. They'll have 2 games in hand on us, so I'm sure they'll be okay in Manchester City, but it's a massive game for both teams.
It's nicely for Bradley Wright-Phillips. Thatcher. Rayner. Now Sunji High. Island. Bollard. Chances it, David James very quickly off his line, but miscued the ball and gets a second stab at things. Well, it may not be conventional, but at least James got it away and could see the funny and relief side of things. That's a great goal by McCulloch.
We won there last year 1-0. It's going to be a tough game, you know. City, we're only a point behind Man City, albeit they've got 2 games in hand on us. It's another dogfight. Hopefully we'll have a good support there, make it a good atmosphere, and and we're on a little bit of a run at the moment, and hopefully we can continue it. We need to get maybe 4 more wins from somewhere to be safe, I would think.